Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Testing. Hey, Zombie Bobble, how are you doing? Yes, I actually just started. Well, Jimmy, right now, how firm is the maybe? Is part of it depends on we're in an area where there's like I would say 4 mini boss fights, and depending on how many of those mini boss fights that we decide to battle, that that depends. I'm also going to may do a little grinding, because right now I'm at the ultimate fountain, and I'm at the fountain here. Actually, pretty much cures everything. It restores hit points. It restores stamina. It restores mana. And I think it even takes care of some conditions. Also, I'm not feeling 100%. And so, that being said, though, I think sometimes I would start not feeling 100%, and as the stream would go on, I'd feel better. So here we go. We're going to, and usually what you're looking for is Sparkle detects something. You're usually looking for bones in the corners, because those bones usually mean that there's going to be an encounter. You have disturbed the bones. Okay, 4 specters. I'm trying to remember if these are undead, if we can dispel these. That being said, we can make. Let's see if we can't silence them, and let's see if we can't dispel them. I don't think we can, but it's worth a try. And hey, okay, good. We've silenced all of them, which I don't know if they have a wailing attack. Yeah, but Jimmy, I'm not sure, because Jimmy, I'll be honest with you, I'm somewhat addicted to this game, number one, and number two, I'm actually starting to get somewhat close to the end of it. I'm getting close to the end game, so that now, okay, so of course the specter is silenced, which is a good thing, because okay, we don't want oh yeah, that's like last year's news. Okay, let's see who has the better Better Skullduggery. Oh yeah, it's the Bard. Let's see what it is. So we've got 1 and 4. Okay, so that means we're looking at a Basilisk Eye. Let's hope that it works. Yay! Okay, most of these I think we're just going to leave behind. I'm going to still take the hat. I'm going to take this hat. And of course, I'm going to take the Key of Knights. Everything else we're just going to leave behind. And you'll see why I wanted to take those hats. Okay, meditation cap, that's only monks can use that. This hat. It's a Phrygian cap. I'm not that impressed. I was hoping maybe it would be like a Mitre de Saint, so we can improve our bishops. Okay, ooh, we've got black bats, and huge spiders. Okay, well, okay, then what we're going to do after this is we're going to go back to our friendly fountain. Ooh, they weren't just huge spiders, they were actually tarantulas, so. Okay, so what we're going to do is Poet's Loot. Okay, we got 3 indigo bats left, and they are all fast asleep. So we're just going to finish them off. And then we're going to go back to our fountain and we're gonna heal on up. I mean, we're pretty good shape, but you know, this is Iron Man. I don't want to push my luck too far. I don't want to get into a situation where I'm like, you know, basically cutting it close. Really? Okay, let's seal. Let's top these people off. Oh, cool! This fountain even cures poison. Sweet. Okay, looks like an encounter. Okay, looks like we've got some poison vipers and some huge spiders. Psionic fire on the vipers. Let's do a big fire ice ball on the vipers. I mean on the spiders. Wow, we've been having a lot of hits but no penetration, so that's a good thing. Oh yay, ninja level, woohoo! Okay, since the ninja is at an odd, okay. Let's let you know there is an ad break coming up. So again, what you do on that ad break is use it to go to the bathroom, use it to watch a TikTok video, Okay, I don't know if we quite get level 5 or if we need. Don't think, yeah. Okay, we don't have the greatest selection here. Let's do Crush. Okay, so guess what we're gonna do? Guess what we're gonna do? Okay, there's an ad break in progress, so use it to take some time out. Okay, I thought the ad break was over, but I still have ads going on for about 15 more seconds. So after about 15 more seconds, I'm going to be coming back. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so it looks like we cleared out this area. Okay, Robin Windmarn, Highlander Drow, Guardian First Order. Well, what I'm going to do is, I believe this is, let's see what key this is. Is this, okay, I'm not sure if this is where we use the Key of Knights. Let's try to use it and see if it works. Okay. Nope, this isn't the one. Now, an interesting thing is I'm going to still use the keys to open the doors, but that doesn't mean that all of a sudden we have to fight them. The battle does not trigger until we actually enter the room. It's kind of funny. It's like, okay, there's an open door. You would expect for them to come on out and battle you, but that's wizardry. Okay, I knew there was going to be a battle here. Oh crap, 5 skeleton lords. Okay. Moody's rule. Skeleton lords don't mess around. So I'm going to have both people that can cast Dispel Undead. That way, if some reason one of them happens to fizzle, then we can then at least we have a backup. Oh, good evening, Gixer. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. No, we don't need either of them. We don't need them. Oh, Gixer to text something. Ah, there's a passage. Okay, so here we have another pile of bones. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to whatchamacallit. We're going to disturb the bones and we're going to see what we get. Okay, oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Okay, now, these skeletons, we do not know if they are regular skeletons or if they are skeleton lords. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to mess around. You know, I'm going to assume that there's some skeleton lords mixed in there. So what I'm going to do, we're going to go after the ghosts. Hey, let me look at my pronunciation sheets I have somewhere. It's gonna take a while. I know I wrote it down. Oh, Charybdis. Okay, let's see what happens here. Yay, okay. Okay, now I'm going to give you a tip. Especially for the more difficult monsters, look to see what spells work. If you look here, you notice that Mind Flay is killing every single skeleton. And by the way, it's also killing the married skeletons too. Ha ha ha. But which doesn't make sense because Mind Flay, it'd have to be something that has a mind. So I'm confused. Now, I'm going to give you another hint. You see blue potions? And this is my hint. Anytime you see like a group of like 3 potions, take them. Take them because there's a good chance that these are some type of healing potions. And let's see if we are correct. Okay, now they are only light heals, so you have a choice. You can either just sell them for money, but you won't get much, or like at a certain point, you can maybe use them to, let's say, let's say you want to save some spell points. Maybe not a lot, but you can use them to do some healing. And by the way, especially if you're like level 1 or level 2, they're actually pretty beneficial. You'll be, you take a light heal potion, you may find that it heals about 3/4 of your hit points. Let's see what we've got here. Okay, so we've got 1, 6, and 8. Okay, we've got fireballs. You know what? I'm not too worried about fireballs. Now you notice that this turned red. So you see here that this is alternating between green, yellow, and red. So if you click on this when it's green, you dispel that part of the trap and you can move on to the next one. If it's yellow, when you click on this, what happens is the trap will not go off, but you will not disarm it, so you get at least a chance to try again. If it's red when you click on it, you actually set the trap off. Now I'm not going to go for the axes especially the 12 axes, because of the fact that they're probably some type of throwing axes, which honestly I'm not that interested in. So guess where we are going, everyone? If you guess back to the fountain, yes. Yes, we're going back to the fountain and we're going to recharge. We're going to recharge everything. We can recharge mana, hit points, and okay, let's see what we've got in terms of chainmail mittens. I can use them. Okay, chainmail mittens are a little bit better than scale mail mittens. Okay, now we also have a book of antidote. Now we don't really need it. But I'm actually going to give it to the bishop. Now you may say, well, hey, it's a cure poison book, and your bishop already has cure poison. Well, you actually, if you scribe a book that you're eligible to learn, you will actually get an increase in so that the cure poison is 8 spell points per level. So therefore we get 8 spell points. Okay, we have a venom axe here. I'm not a big fan of the fact that it's only a primary weapon. That's what I was hoping for. I was hoping for a primary weapon. I'm still going to see what it does. Five to 11. It does have the ability to poison. Unfortunately, the Venom Axe doesn't really. I mean, if we could use it as a secondary weapon, I'd take it in a heartbeat. The other thing is, the only one that really needs improvement in their primary weapon is you know who is our ninja, so I'm not going to worry too much. Okay, so this looks like this is where we use our key of the Knights. Now let's see, what other key did we get? What other key? I'm trying to remember if it was. Key of Drowse. Okay, Headache has it. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back and unlock okay, Night Gaunts. Oh, goody goody. Oh, goody goody. You know what I think it's time? I think it's time I get to try out one of my spells. I'm going to try out Astral Gate. Astral Gate, what it does is if we have like Night Gaunts or lesser demons, we can actually send them back from where they came. And so I want to test the spell to see if that was impressive. Impressive. I like it. Okay. Okay, so this is the drow. So this is where This is where we're going to use our first key. And again, it's not a case where now FYI, these all of these fights are optional. So in other words, we don't have to fight these. We can just let them be. And sometimes that's not on an Iron Man, that's not a bad thing. Okay, so here again we have a bunch of skeletons. Let's mind flay them. And then we're going to also have Hellgraph do a Dispel Undead. And then we're going to go back to the fountain again. I know what you're all thinking. Sheesh, Moody, you're going to that fountain a lot. Well, you know, I don't know about you, but I don't want to be like sweating profusely during the Iron Man run where, you know, where I'm like, ugh. You know, where I have like 3 characters dead, two of them are poisoned, the other one's insane, and you know, those 3 only have half their hit points left, and yeah, so I don't want to be like, you know, I've had too many of those already. Okay, we didn't quite make it. Let's see what we get. 7 skeletons, good. This is a chance for us to, we're just going to dispel undead, nothing exciting. And I'm going to have 2 characters dispel undead just in case. And the reason for that is some of you may think it's overkill. Well, first we have a fountain that cures mana, so even if we overuse mana, we can still... It's like having a money tree. Like even if you spend lots of money, you say, oh, no big deal, I have a money tree, I can just go out and get more. You know, also what if let's say the skeletons have initiative? You know, maybe the skeletons are quick and they can, you know, they may attack first. The last thing, some of them may attack first. The last thing I want to do is have them cast a spell, which could easily, you know, knock out half our party. I'm also going to say another interesting thing about this game is we have yet to see any of the other NPCs. The only NPCs we've seen were Lamont, which is in a fixed location. We've seen Jasmine in a fixed location. And we've seen Queequeg in a fixed location. I'm not going to tell you who they are. I don't want to spoil any surprises. Although I will say I do find it interesting that, you know, As I said, I'm not perfect. I'm getting slightly better every day, but I'm still, you know, I've been drinking lots of alcohol, and I stopped about, I think, 18 days ago, and my body right now is still adapting. Right now, the only thing I seem to be suffering from is what's called fatigue, where you get tired pretty quickly. You know, also I think my liver's too swollen. For, you know, still pretty swollen. So in other words, I don't have. Okay. Okay, here we go. Tomb of the King, Lord of Aram, died. Who the heck knows? Okay, now, this is actually our first encounter with our vampire. His name is Dracula. So some of you may wonder, well, how many Draculas are there? Well, I'm looking and I see that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What did I just do? I count Draculas. Get it? Ha ha ha. Sorry, I like to throw some puns in there. And by the way, you cannot kill him. You cannot kill Dracula. So your best bet. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so we have some banshees. Which must be female, because if they were male, they would be banhees. Get it? I'm not sure if these spells are going to work, but I'm going to still try anyway. Looks like we have an ad break. So I'm going to BRB. Oh, no, sorry. Sorry, that was a false alarm. Ad break is coming soon. Okay, let's see what happens. So it looks like everyone but Gixer and Headache is afraid. So let's Now this is a little tip for everyone. Now if I wanted to, oh sorry. Okay, I'm just going to throw up a question that's for discussion. There's no rule that says you have to participate, but when so let's say we have some people that are afraid. So is it better to wait until after the battle, or is it better to take care of it during the battle? Okay. Okay, so here we go again. We're going to go enter in. The chamber is bare, devoid of use, as if its intended occupant has not yet arrived. You feel a slight cool breeze, barely noticeable, but when it fades, you have the sensation of being in the company of another's presence. Looking for someone? A deep masterful voice speaks at your back, and you turn to face the unknown accoster. But nothing is there. Then you hear a strange whip throughout the air, and once again feel the breeze once again blowing in your face. And suddenly you see it. A giant black bat swoops in your face as if to attack you. Do you attack? Nope. The bat makes another swoop at you almost as if it were testing you. What happens next is witness a most extraordinary scene, almost too quick to be perceived. Suddenly the bat disappears, leaving a towering dark figure in its place. Please allow me to introduce myself. I'm lord of this castle, and it appears you are uninvited guests, trespassers in my house, but perhaps there is a reason for you to be here. Why are you here? We're going to say the Cosmic Forge. The pen. Foolish mortals, you are warned to stay away. You are children, and you are meddling in affairs far beyond mortal ken, far beyond your limited world. Come, I give you a taste of what you're up against. Bane King attacks. It almost sounds like a Scooby-Doo episode. Okay. Now, we can't hit him. So what we want to do is we just want to keep parrying. And we want to dodge. You don't want to rest, because what rest does is essentially lowers your armor class big time. I think it lowers it to plus 15, and so you're an easy target. Okay, so Headache is now paralyzed. Ooh, Gixxer lost 2 hit points. And by the way, that's permanent. Now, if I had a choice of anyone that I'd want to have permanently lose hit points, it would be Gixxer, because Gixxer has the most. Okay, Gixxer did not bite the Bane King, got bit by the Bane King, but did not lose any, permanently have any hit points drained. Okay, he decided to go after Headache and beholded him again. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing. So let's go again. Okay, Bane King bites again, but did not permanently drain anything from Sparkle. Okay, so we've got Gixxer Beholden again. Okay, and I just realized that no one else can cast Cure Paralysis. So we may be in a bit of a pickle here. Okay. Wow. See, now I remember the original Wizardry 6, this did not go on for this long. This is like going on forever. I'm not sure what it is. I think it could be RNG, but I'm not sure if it's a set number of hit points, you know. Okay, so now we have the Key of Queens. What we need to do, though, we need to get back to the fountains pronto. Oh, see, Headache also has Cure Paralysis. And let's see, Lord also has Cure Paralysis. So if we're going to go for Cure Paralysis, we need to we need to whatchamacallit. Okay, now we got the Key of Queens. And what we're going to do with that is we're going to pay the queen a visit. Tomb of the Queen, goddess of Arum, died year of the snakes. Snake. Okay. Moody, this is Inventory Management 101. You should know how to do this by now. Okay. Oh, yay, zombie guards. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to try something. I'm going to try something, see if it works. So I'm trying a couple different things. So it looks like the Mind Flay works on the skeletons, but it does not work on the zombies. Yay! Okay, so what we're going to do now, and as I said, I've identified myself. I'm John Moody of Moody Mystery. I stream sporadically. Right now, what I'm doing is we're getting close to ending the playthrough of this. We're getting close to the end. I don't know how many more episodes, but okay, now I'm just going to say sorry. I'm just going to say that the queen, this is the queen, and this is, let's just say the queen is very, very long-winded. And so what I'd rather do is, I know the words are scrolling a little bit fast, but I'd rather you, if you're interested in what she's saying, you know, you can go back and watch the VOD. It'll be on Twitch for a couple weeks. Then you can go see it on YouTube. Because usually what I do is I upload my videos to, I export my videos from Twitch to YouTube. And in fact, what? Okay. You can look up Moody_mystery on YouTube and you should find me. I don't know why it's not working. I don't know, maybe BenderBot is sober and not performing at peak efficiency. Blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. Okay, so let's see what Gixxer got. Key of Evil and a silver and a silver cross. Okay. Again, I'm still going to whatchamacallit. Okay. What I've decided to do is I've decided to put up a poll, and there's two possibilities with the poll. One is that after pretty much clearing out everything, which I think I've pretty much done. I think we've pretty much done most of the cleaning out. The question is, do you want me to? Would you want me to like at least fight some of the mini bosses, at least one, or do you want me to go directly to the forest? I still think we have a few more things to do. Okay, here we go with the zombie guards again. And this is y'all's chance to participate, so if there's no answers or if it's a tie, then it's my choice. Okay, just letting you know there's an ad break that's coming soon. Hey, there's a poll up. It would be nice. I mean, not saying you have to, but it would be nice if you want to participate and pick an answer. Normally I wouldn't go back this quickly, but you see we've got characters with nausea, so I don't want them to like get into battle and find that Okay, again, there's another ad break. Okay, ad break is over, so I want to welcome everyone back. I want to what's going on here? Oh, okay. Now again, I'm saving this a lot, not because I'm going to do save scumming, but it's more of insurance against crashes. Ooh. We have a whole slew of indigo bats and some tarantulas. So okay, there is a poll question up, so feel free to answer that. Okay, I want to welcome everyone in. I'm actually going through the crypts. Ooh, got a Lord level, yay! Okay, good, got some nice attribute increases. Lord's up to level 19, so let's see, theology 72. I don't know if that's quite good enough for us to... I think we do have some level 5 spells now that we can get. Okay. Remove curse is the last one. Is low on my list. I like conjuration. Silence is nice. Cure disease, I like that. Enchanted blade. Instant death is actually not the greatest thing, the spell. So if you think, oh, it's really great, it's not. Let's get conjuration, you know. Okay, so it looks like we have votes to proceed to the forest after finishing the whatchamacallit. So once I'm convinced that we've done everything correctly, I'm going to go straight to the forest. And of course, as usual, I'm going to recharge. Now, by the way, the key thing to keep in mind here is Cody. If you have a complaint about the spell name, this is the Dfortae mod. So I think I know you need to talk to. I'm not saying is, but it's not all that it's cracked up to be. Seriously, again, game? Again? I mean, don't you have any other monsters out there? It's like, okay, we don't know. Let's go with zombie guards. Let's see. Nah, you know what? Let's go with zombie guards again. At third time. Hey, we love that zombie guard spell, so let's just keep on picking it. And see, the thing about conjuration, the reason I picked it is you notice that we're up to 79 spell points, so that actually gives us extra spell points, in that realm. And that's one reason why sometimes you will pick a spell. It's not that, oh yeah. Patch notes for virtual changed instant death to sucky crap. Again, thank you everyone for coming on in. I notice I've been streaming this a lot, pretty frequently. But that being said, just take a look at what Dfortae's been doing. I think Dfortae almost every day this week has been doing his Wizardry 8 single character Iron Man run. So, and I also want to close the book on this one way or the other. And personally, the way I would rather do it is I would rather, okay, good deal. Now, if you remember, I asked the question about which is better to do the cure conditions, poison, etc. after battle or during battle. Now, that's a very tricky answer. If you're using a potion, potions usually can't fizzle, so yeah, potion, you can actually do it during battle. Now, if let's say you did that with a spell or a scroll during battle, there's a chance it could fizzle. You have that chance of it fizzling. Also, if you happen to have that condition, it may basically say it may basically not have it go through because it may not have it go through because of the reason being is because it's like if let's say you're blind, it may not let you play because you're blind. Wow, headache really got walloped here. And see, notice that even though we have the condition, we're still able to to cast the spell and not have any issues. Okay, our characters are starting to get on the struggle bus a little bit. Let's see where we are with respect to the how close we are to the fountain. We may take a trip back there. It actually looks like we're a pretty good bit away. That being said, I'm still going to pay the fountain a visit. Okay, let's try this again. If we have 5 sets of two zombie guards each, I'm going to just scream. Okay. Let's see how our map's coming along. Okay, it's almost complete. Okay, so I have a feeling this is a dead end. Okay, let's see what we've got. Okay, so it looks like we have to go in a different direction in order to get, because I still think there's a part of the whatchamacallit that we haven't explored yet. So what we're going to do is we're going to explore that remaining part. Yeah. Okay. I have a feeling the next step we're going to get an encounter. Yep. Hmm. Okay, now headache because I was having issues at the fountain with clicking the button and whatnot. So I think what happened is their primary weapon got whatchamacallit. Okay. Okay. Whoa. Just did not open. Yay. Okay, sorry, I'm trying to do some inventory management. Whoa, that's nice. That's a pretty darn good increase. Let's leave the breastplate behind. Okay. So let's see where we are. Okay, so we got some poison vipers. And of course we got some huge spiders, so let's take care of them both. Okay, I'm also letting you know that very soon we will be coming to what I would consider what I would say a very critical point in the game. And once we get to that point, I'll explain what I mean. So just so you all know, there's an ad break coming up soon. Well, some of you may notice, well, Moody, why haven't you used any like Basilisk Eye. Why haven't you used any of those? Well, these monsters do not super scare me. And even if, let's say, there were 5 throngs of skeletons, they don't scare me anyway, because I'm like, as long as I can get off as long as I can release the spell of mind flay, I'm good. And I can also then, if there's any that identify as lords, I can then say, okay, hey, what I'm going to do is I'm going to the ad break is over, so welcome back, everyone. You like heist movies? I don't know if I'm that much into heist movies. Okay. Somewhere in here we have the Key of Valkyries. I haven't seen Heat. I'll be honest with you. I'm not much of a movie person. Okay. Let me take a brief break here because there, sorry, but we had to eliminate some pests. I'll be honest with you, Twitch already knows. It's like, well, this is a likely ban invader, so I wish y'all could do a little more to maybe like make sure that they're permanently banned. Now that being said, the fact that it says that they are a ban evader probably tells me that they know the tricks. They know the tricks on, hey, this is how we. Because who knows? There's probably someone behind the scenes. Bots. There has to be someone that's running the bots. I mean, it's not like that the bots are on their own. There's someone that has to. Well, actually, does sound like an interesting idea. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head how you would ban terms, though. Oh boy. I know, we know you're the best follower. I don't need to discuss it. Oh shit. Okay, now, see, we have a bunch of scrolls, okay? And we can use some Sane Mind scrolls to take care of Gixxer. But we're not. Instead, we're going to use a spell because we're right at a fountain that regenerates mana. And so whatever spells we cast, we can quickly regain the mana. Say, okay, so now what we'll do, whereas sometimes if you're in a battle, when you tried, let's say, casting Mind Flay twice, you may not have enough points to cure the insanity. So good old Leisure Suit Larry portrait. Oh great, we got poison. That's all right. We can just take 2 steps back to the fountain and we can recharge and okay. Okay. Okay, so at this point, you notice that I actually saved this game under two other alternative files, 48A and 48B. The reason for that is because this is one of the first branch point where you have the possibility of two different endings depending on whether you keep the cross or whether you drop the cross. Now, probably there's a couple different ways to look at it. Normally, if I'm doing a regular game, I would probably keep the cross. Because if you keep the cross, that means that you're going to have a big boss fight at the end, where you're essentially defeating two monsters with which essentially amounts to like wooden sticks, which do all of 1 to 3 damage. Yippee-ki-yay. Now, if we drop the cross, I'm pretty sure we can avoid the having to fight the final boss. That's also going to speed things up a little bit. And what I'm going to do is most of the games that I've seen played has been drop the cross. And so that's what we're going to do now. We're essentially going to drop the cross, and we are going to, okay, so who has the cross? Okay, silver cross, let's drop it. First of all, I want to see if anyone has a dexterity of 18. Nope. Okay. Okay, so we've dropped the cross, so now what we're going to do is now we're going to go forward. Okay, now this is where we use the key of evil. Okay. An open black coffin is resting within the small crypt, fresh and recent with the scent of perfume and lilacs. And then she is there. Do you know who I am? No. I am Rebecca. My lover told me to expect you. He said you might want to kill me. Do you want to kill me? Actually, no. I'm not sure I believe you. Perhaps you are smarter than you look. Will you follow me to him? Yep. Then come with me. You're compelled to jump into the room. So we meet again. A pity, so you showed some sign of promise, a glimmer of intelligence, a quality lacking in so many. And you're thirsty and your necks are fresh, although I shall only take what I need and nothing more. Ah, I am refreshed. But the question remains of what what shall I do with you, Rebecca? And she whispers something in his ear. Oh, very well. Good night. And a red glow emanates from his eyes, momentarily bathing the party, and then everyone passes out. You dream of angels, and you see a figure dancing within a pool of flames. He looks at you menacingly as a wild gleam in his eye. He is evoking powerful spells, calling forth magics to destroy you. Then he whispers a word. You can barely hear it. It sounds like a name, Xorfitus, and then the scene changes. You are standing in the corner of some type of prison. The room is bare, but you notice that there is a small crack in the corner. You funny taste of in your mouth, and the room begins to change. It is growing larger and larger, and you become engulfed in the room. You can no longer see the sky. And the small crack has become a tunnel, and you run through the tunnel. Eventually you awaken to find yourself in a small grimy chamber smelling of stench and excrement. Okay. Okay, before I move on, I want to make sure that I have certain items. There's 2 or 3 items that I definitely need to have. If I don't have them, then at least I'm not going to save anything yet. Okay, we have the goat's mask, that's one thing. We have the dagger of Ram, that's the other thing. So those are the 2 things that we need. Now, the reason I'm saving it as C is just in case something happens, because the game has been known to glitch here. And so I at least have something that I can fall back on. Okay, letting you know when the stream is going to end approximately. Okay, so here we go. Okay, you notice a small crack at the bottom of the wall, just barely large enough for the rats to get through. Okay. Now, if you remember, the caterpillar asked us if we want to get small. Well, if we get small enough, we can go through the crack. And so let's see, what did we get? Now, by the way, if let's say the way I do it doesn't work, Okay, so Dfortae has the mushrooms. The mushroom tastes funny. And the room is looking different. It's bubbling a bit. And now it's growing. Oh no, it's growing. No. No, 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 no. It is you getting smaller. And the crack is a huge crevice. But it is so far away. You are running for the tunnel. As the room begins to zoom back in, and you dive for the tunnel. You made it. Everything is normal once again, except for a few pink elephants. Talking to the dancing strudel. Over by the funny colors. Hee hee hee. Okay, there's a bunch of rooms here. I'm going to skip those rooms. Okay, just letting you know there is an ad break coming up. This is interesting that it doesn't really give us a whatchamacallit. Oh boy. We're in trouble. 7 samurai and 4 ninjas. So okay, so we have an ad break in progress, so we are going to BRB. Okay. I'm not sure what to do here. Okay. Now, one thing I remember watching other streamers is that if there's anyone we really need to worry about, it's the samurai. Because the samurai can cast spells. The samurai can, they can do a lot of damage. So what we're going to do is we're going to go after them. Now the ninjas, yes, they probably will be problematic, but let's see what Sparkle's got in her repertoire. Okay, Sparkle, you're going to cast a conjuration because we're going to get some hired help here. I don't think it's going to work, but I might as well just try the Poet's Lute anyway, just to be safe. Okay. Okay, let's do this and see what happens. Wow, we actually got 3 out of the 4 ninjas to fall asleep. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Okay, so we've got 3 samurais and we've got 4 ninjas. So Whoa. Okay, wow. Oh, nice, nice chunk of XP. Okay, ugh. Hope we don't have to fight any more monsters like those. That was not fun. Right now, we actually are in the forest, so. Oh boy. Okay. So let's get back to the game. Let's look at our map. Oh, silly me. I didn't even realize it was open. Okay, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to rest, but I'm going to rest down here. Okay, so we have another bot again. Yippee-ki-yay. Ugh. Okay, so let's Sparkle's really been hit pretty hard, so okay. Still got about 10 more minutes. I already have someone in mind who I'd like to raid. And the reason I want to raid them is because Because they're playing a very interesting, new but unusual game. And so I think, is she cute? Maybe. She may be cute. I don't know. Em's saying stream will end at about 2 hours and 40 minutes. That I'm kind of I want to give you an idea of timing. That way hey, the only way it's going to get extended if someone raids me. It actually happened last night. I got a Camelio RGJ raid, and so I'm like, went for 30 more minutes. Because honestly, if you raid someone and now all of a sudden it's like they, you raid someone and and they're in 10 and 5 minutes you leave, kind of like does not leave the best taste in their mouth. I'm not saying that in a bad way. I'm just saying, hey, let's put in all our buffs. Okay, so that's one thing you want to do, especially later in the game. You want to put in all your buffs. Okay. Ooh, great! 3 assassins! Yippee-ki-yay! Okay, so here we do need to be careful, but I think for these melee is best. Actually, I have an interesting idea. Okay, hold on while I whatchamacallit. Okay, so again we have more spam. Okay, ooh, Gixer's still poisoned. Gixer's still poisoned. Great, Gixer's still poisoned. Okay, yay, Gixer's finally been unpoisoned. Okay, next battle will be our last, and please stick around for the raid. It is a moment before you realize that you are standing outside the north end of the castle, creeping up from the bog and forest. And so what happens is, see, this door actually takes you back to the castle. There's only one slight problem. We don't have a key. Okay, great. 3 more assassins. This is the last battle. We're going to do Basilisk Eye again. And this time we're going to do Ice Ball. Oh darn, we only got one. Really? You're picking on Gixer again? Okay. Okay, so we're gonna call it quits here. When we come back next episode, which I'm hoping will be tomorrow night. But stick around for the raid, y'all. Stick around for the raid. Okay, I've decided to raid Captain Zanzibar. He does a lot of card games, a lot of retro gaming, a lot of pinball, and if he calls you nerds, don't get upset. Take that as a badge of honor. So let's do you know what. Okay, but thank you again, and I'll hope to see you tomorrow.
Yo, Moody! Moody! Yo, Moody, thank you! Thank you for the radio, Terrence! Thank you for the sub!